It's Madden NFL 23, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage, as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Here's Fields. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down. Again, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
But he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Romeo Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Now a first down throw. Gone. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions had 12-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Goff connects with St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend with the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, 2 cold weather teams, and that will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 7, Goff got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From his goal line here, Fields steps away to his left. Under under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gone. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To the air again. Goff. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. Do you... As we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On second down now, it's Gibbs, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And in for the Lions touchdown.
On the run, St. Brown
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. I'm impressed. Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here's Fields.
And this one is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
St. Brown and the rest
So the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Goff now to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are pouring it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next. Defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He's blocking the ball. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 6 yards left on second down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the air now with Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cross pass finds Williams, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Doug. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big in a major major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Fields. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken, right. Line. And Detroit getting set to go now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2. We'll be back after this. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And here comes throw #1 for the backup QB. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 67 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 1st down, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken it around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here come the Lions now. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Lions,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.